Hello everyone and welcome back to Wild Bloom Tarot. My name is Becca and I'd like to welcome you to today's reading, which is for the month ahead of December 2020. So I'm really excited to get you some guidance and inspiration moving into the next month and the final month of the year. Really exciting. Obviously it's been a tough year, so I really hope that we can kind of finish with some exciting, encouraging messages to finish off the year on a high. So I have 3 groups for you to choose from today. I'd like you to pick one of these groups intuitively, so please take a nice big deep breath in and ask yourself out loud or in your head, what messages do I need to hear this December 2020? What do I need to know for December 2020? And I'd like you to pick whichever group you feel the most called to. That might be by the look of the card, that might be by the message that's on the card, it might be by the number. So we've got group number 1, which says, the most effective way to do it is to do it. Group number 2, which says, she believed she could, so she did. And group number 3, I dwell in possibility. Now, if you feel called to more than one group, please tune into as many readings as you feel drawn to. Now, please remember that these are general readings. There'll be lots of messages for different people. And also, please do believe in the magic of tarot, that these messages here today for you are not, setting your future in stone. It's not saying that's exactly what's going to happen to you. It's giving you the guidance and inspiration that you need to help create and manifest the life of your dreams. So if something doesn't resonate, just leave it. It's probably meant for someone else. Now, whenever you are ready, you can find the timestamps in the description box below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you when we get to your group. Hello group number 1 and welcome to your reading for the month of December. I'm really excited to give you the messages and guidance that you need moving into the final month of the year. So you chose this card here, which is the most effective way to do it is to do it. Now, you might have felt drawn to this card because there might be something in your life that you've been meaning to do. Maybe you had some goals for the year, for the whole year, and you've kind of been putting it off. You've kind of been thinking, right, I'll do it when the time is right, I'll do it when it feels right. And this message here today is to tell you that the time will never be just right. There will never be the right moment. There will never be the right situation, the right thing that you're looking for. Whatever it is, it won't come, so you just need to do it. The most effective way to do it is to do it. If you're kind of beating around the bush thinking, the longer I leave this, less I have to worry about it, or I want to wait until I feel ready. I think you've chosen this today because you need to hear a message that tells you are ready and that you need to kind of just crack on and get started with this thing that you've been putting off. So whatever that means to you, however that resonates, that might be with something that's more difficult for you to cope with, difficult for you to deal with, or that might be just a thing that's out of your comfort zone, but something that you're really excited by, something that you're really kind of wanting to do. Whatever it is, the message here generally today for you is that this thing that you want to do, this thing you want to put your mind to and get out the way almost, kind of the thing you've had your sights set on since the start of the year, is going to happen in December. But you need to make the choice, you need to make the conscious effort to make it happen. Now, generally in your message, group number 1, there's a lot about kind of taking some time for yourself, taking some time out and really kind of tuning back into yourself again. So in the 8 of Cups, I can see that you perhaps have been giving yourself a lot to other people this year. You've been giving yourself, over the last few months or generally over the year, you have been giving your energy, your time, a lot of yourself to others. And that means that you're not very good at saying no. You're not very good at, putting in a boundary that says, actually, I need time to rest, I need time for myself, or I just don't want to do that on this occasion. Now, if that resonates with you, this message telling you to kind of take some time for yourself is going to be a really valuable time for you to plan for the future, think about your goals, think about what you want to accomplish. And that ties really nicely in with the kind of card you chose about wanting to do something. And I think there is something you want to do, something you want to put your mind to, something you want to start, but it's going to be difficult for you to do that because you're giving so much of your time and energy to others, to your job, to your family, to your friends. So this message here today is to tell you that you need to take a little break in December. You need to factor in some time off, and that might be over the festive period, or it might just be like it might be put in place for you, like you might not be working anyway, but I think that you need to realise that you're going to discover so much about yourself and discover so much about your goals, your hopes, even reflecting on this thing that you want to do, this thing that you've kind of been putting off, or something that you've wanted to start. I think you're going to discover so much more about that by taking time for yourself and actually empowering yourself as well. So definitely make sure that you're factoring in some time away, and I can see in the Empress this is going to be really, as I said, empowering for you, really kind of help you tune in with your femininity, with your, and that doesn't mean you have to identify as female, it just means like tuning into that nurturing kind of motherly side that we all have, that maternal feminine side that all of us have, that is all about nourishing, nurturing, really kind of helping something grow. So over this December, over this month, you need to almost be feeding your energy into something that you've been putting off, something you've wanted to start. Maybe you said at the start of the year, you know, this is going to be the year I start my blog, I start my YouTube channel, I start my family, I buy a house, and because of circumstances that hasn't happened. And the cards are telling you today that whatever you thought you couldn't make happen, or whatever you were fearful to make happen, whatever you kind of been putting off and haven't done, the cards are telling you, and you know, the universe has got your back here, and it's time to put your energy, your time into yourself, into taking time away from others, back into yourself, your passion, listening to your intuition and your heart, and helping grow something out of this. And really, I think intuition is a big vibe that's coming through here. That word intuition is really coming through in a sense of listening to what your gut says. So if it's buying a house, if it's finding a new job, whatever this kind of decision that you've been sitting on this year, take some time to really kind of think about what's going to be best for you. What is going to be the most, you know, thing that's going to help you grow into this powerful, you know, Empress figure of who knows what they want and gets what they want, gets things done. But it is going to come from a place of taking some time out, taking some time away from investing yourself in others and investing it back into yourself. You know, the Empress is a very strong female energy who, you know, she knows what she wants, she's independent, she's strong-minded, but she's also, like I said, she's like nurturing, nourishing. This might be a message for some of you if you are trying to get pregnant. This is a message of fertility as well, or if you have been thinking about starting a family, as I mentioned earlier, that message might resonate with you. But I see this generally as a message of like fertility in terms of things that haven't been able to grow, haven't had the space to grow, that you haven't been able to put your energy into, are finally going to flourish. And you know, in the Seven of Cups, I can also see that this is a dream of yours. You've had this dream and you did think that this year was going to be the year that it happened. You dream about this house, you dream about this job, this project, whatever it is. You kind of sit there and you think, right, this is all I want in life. If I can get this, then I will be happy. And the Seven of Cups is here to remind you that you can go after your dreams. There's nothing wrong with kind of looking forward to the future with the hope and, you know, passion of, right, this is my dream, now I'm going to go for it. But what you need to do is you need to do it. You need to go for it. It's amazing to have dreams. It's amazing to have goals. But this month is going to be a month of taking time to plan that, taking time to discover that, tuning in with yourself, listening to your heart, your gut, and really being like, right, how am I going to make this happen for me? How am I going to reach this goal, this dream, that I've had all year, that I've had for the last few months, that has been stopped by COVID. You know, you need to make this happen. And the Seven of Cups can also show choices. So if there is something that so say you want a new job, or say you want a new house, or a new relationship, whatever you're trying to manifest into your life right now, this shows to you that you have choices. So try not to jump the gun in December. Try not to think, settle for less. Try and have this strong, powerful Empress energy of not settling for something less than you deserve, treating yourself like a queen, king, however you want to call yourself, treating yourself like royalty, like you deserve amazing things. So understand that if there are choices, allow for that. Don't pick the first thing that comes your way. Don't pick the first person that comes your way. Really find the thing that you deserve and put your time and energy into that, because that is what's going to help you kind of get over this feeling of not having achieved this year, or get over this feeling of waiting for when the time is right. The time is never going to be right. You will always have this feeling of dreaming, and even if you reach your goal, even if you buy your house, even if you get your new job, even if you start your YouTube channel, your project, whatever it is that your dream, your goal is, set new goals. You will have new dreams. So realize that this is kind of like a period of looking forward to the future and keeping to, like, pioneering almost the things that you want to make happen. And over here we've got the Five of Swords, which can show some conflicts and tension. And as I said, this might be a difficult thing for you to pull away for some time for yourself. It might leave you feeling like you have to leave some people behind. If there are relationships, people in your life this year that you've been able to reflect on, December is going to be the time where you kind of, like I said, put boundaries in place. Think about who really deserves to be in your life. Think about who is pushing you to achieve and who is holding you back. So this is going to be a time of reflection, a time of really thinking about how can you treat yourself with the respect and the dignity and the love that you deserve. So if in the wake of this new kind of epiphany, this searching for your dreams, this doing of this thing that you've been putting off, achieving your goals, if that leaves people behind, if that leaves people, having conflict, competition, tensions with others, know that that's all part of the process. We grow through change, we grow through conflict. So know that if there are times where you feel like, actually, if I want to reach my goals, if I want to take some time for myself and look forward to the future, I'm going to have to leave this person behind. Situationships, which are friendships that maybe exist because of the situation we're in, the place we are, where we work, etc. They're fantastic, but it's important to recognise and value yourself enough to know when someone deserves to be in your life or not. So just know that if there are times of conflict, of letting go, of saying goodbye, trust that, things happen for a reason. The universe has got your back. Everything figures itself out in the end. But know that you are on your path. Know that you are making the right decisions, and trust in the journey that you're on. Now, your keyword for the month is abundance, which I love. And as I said, this kind of ties into this idea of you taking that time for yourself, growing something, growing an empire, growing and nurturing something that's gonna kind of bring you so much. And that doesn't mean money necessarily. Abundance can be abundance in joy, abundance in love. This can be bringing something into your life in heaps and heaps of it. So this decision you make is going to bring you abundance. It's going to bring you abundance in whatever way you want to manifest it. If that is money, if that's love, if that's, relationships, friendships, whatever it may be, that is your keyword for the month of December. So do some journaling around that. Think about what that means to you. Think about how you can manifest with that keyword. And then your self-care card for the month is to watch a movie. So I love this. It's kind of like the idea of, amongst all the hustle and bustle, just take some time to chill, take some time to get creative. This might inspire you. This might mean spending time with others. This might mean spending time with yourself. But whatever it is, When was the last time you stopped, got creative, just watched a film, you know, had a cup of tea or a cup of hot chocolate, because we're kind of getting into the festive period. You know, this is going to be a way that you can show yourself love and self-care this month. So make sure you factor in some time to do that, and that might be Christmas films, it might be with your family, whatever it is, it's going to be a way for you to really unwind and kind of cope with some of the difficulties that you will be facing this month. So group number 1, this is the reading that I received for you, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please do leave me a comment down below with what resonated. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I really hope you have a beautiful month, and I look forward to seeing you in one of my upcoming readings. Hello group number 2, and welcome to your reading for the month of December. So you chose this card here. She believed she could, so she did. I love this saying. This is actually, I think, on the front of, let me just get it, I think, yeah, this is on the front of the box. These are the cards that I've used if anyone's interested. I just got these off Amazon, but this quote is actually what drew me to buy these cards. So I love this message. This message you might have chosen because you really resonate with that idea of, this really brings the idea of manifesting to me. I can't even get my words out today. This is the idea of, you know, if you believe in yourself, if you have that confidence in yourself, everything will fall into place. You know, so many times we look at people who are successful, we look at people who we wish, you know, we could be like them, whatever it may be, and their confidence is actually what's making them, you know, win in life, what's making them achieve in life. It's pushing them. And the sooner that you believe you can achieve, the sooner that you believe you are capable of what you want to do, capable of your dreams, capable of achieving, you will start to believe it. I always say to people, you know, look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you can do it. Look at yourself in your eyes and tell yourself you can do it. And the belief that comes from that, this idea of believing, I love that, because it is, as soon as you start to believe in yourself, that's when you're dangerous. So if you kind of really resonate with that because you need that pick-me-up, or because that's kind of the zone that you're in, that's what you want to do over the month of December, that's what you want to achieve, then that's really amazing. And I really hope that you do have this kind of, you know, powerful energy to go forward and, you know, kick butt. Just like make things happen, make things work for you, believe in yourself. And actually I want to start with your keywords for the month. You got 2 actually that fell out together, and I just went, okay, let's go with 2, but they work so beautifully. So we've got thriving and embracing, and actually I'll do them around this way, because I feel like the sooner that you embrace yourself, embrace who you are, embrace what you're capable of, believe in yourself, the sooner you'll be thriving. So these are your keywords for the month, and I'd love you to do some journaling with these words. Think about what you can manifest around these keywords. Think about how they come into your life. What do they mean to you? The idea of embracing and the idea of thriving. And I actually think that with the message that you chose, you know, she believed she could, so she did, and also the messages in the cards, this is going to be a powerful and exciting month for you, group number 2. So let's start with the 6 of Wands, because I think this ties really beautifully into that message of she believed she could, so she did. So the 6 of Wands is almost like victory. So I can see that in the month of December, you are finally going to be kind of looked up to, and I almost want to say worshipped. I almost want to say like people will really be valuing you in the month of December, really kind of appreciating you for what you have done this year, for what you have come through, for what you have achieved. And you might be thinking to yourself, I don't feel like I've achieved anything, I don't feel like I've done anything. But honestly, I mean, I love the festive period. I love that it's a chance for you to show people how much they mean to you. And I do feel that you might be feeling like you haven't done anything this year. You might be feeling like you don't deserve anything. But honestly, I can see that you are going to be really valued, really looked up to, really worshipped and cherished this month. So revel in that, you know that you are worthy of that. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of recognition and celebration for the things that you have achieved. And if you are the type of person who's not very good at, you know, kind of bigging themselves up and being like, yes, I did that, I'm amazing, I would love for you, as I said, kind of with this, I would love for you to say some positive affirmations to yourself this month, do some journaling with this Six of Wands, with this idea of you deserve to be recognized. You deserve to be celebrated. You might even want to use that, that journal prompt, I deserve to be celebrated. And I think when people appreciate you over the month of December, when people really value you, I want you to take that on board. I don't want you to kind of push it to the side and be like, yeah, okay. I don't want you to have that imposter syndrome of, well, it could happen to anyone. I want you to value that what you've done is amazing this year and what you've achieved, and really kind of find the time to celebrate your achievements and celebrate you as a person. You are unique, you are amazing, and you deserve to celebrate that. Now, I can see this is going to be kind of a very homely month for you. So in both the Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, I can see that you will be returning to your roots quite a bit. Now that might be because of the festive season, but I really want you to revel in the experience of being at home. I want you to enjoy the comfort of being at home, the security of being at home. I want you to enjoy your family, enjoy your friends. And your family doesn't have to be the birth family, the people that you feel at home with, that's your family. So I want you to enjoy your relationships. I want you to enjoy where you are in life, the moment that you have in this month of December. It's been a really difficult year. This might be one of the only times you've been able to connect with people this year. Here in the UK, we do have time over Christmas to go and see other people, which is going to be life-changing for a lot of people. So I really want you to find the value in that, and again, use it as an opportunity to celebrate you, celebrate the people around you, the relationships that you have. But it's going to be a really grounding experience for you, group number 2. So if you've been thinking about connecting with friends, connecting with family, connecting with people you haven't spoken to for a while, people who you have relationships with in the past, school friends, people you were friends with earlier in the year, people who you might have drifted away from, this is your calling to kind of reconnect back with them. Send them a message, just, how are you doing? How's your year been? Kind of taking this time of reflection to really sink into nostalgia and sink into that feeling of connecting with people from your past. And for some of you, this will be connecting right back. This will be doing some ancestry. This will be doing some research into your history, into your family history. And I can see for some of you that you're going to kind of go home over the festive period and really connect with your roots, really ground down. The Pentacles refers to kind of the earth, and I can see you really grounding down into where you come from and where your ancestors have come from. But for others of you, this will be a chance for you to reconnect to people from your past, and memories is really going to kind of be a key message here. And that might be creating memories for some of you, but this might be kind of using memories as a chance to connect with others. I want you to look out for signs. You might see something, you might smell something, hear something, read something that reminds you of someone you used to be friends with, someone you used to know, someone you used to get on with. And I want you to realise that that sign is meant for you. That sign is to encourage you to connect with that person. And connections are going to be really big for you, group number 2. As I said, with this Queen of Pentacles, it's going to be this energy of you really connecting back to the earth, connecting back to the people that you have kind of grown up with, the people that have helped mold you into the person you are today, the people who make you feel at home. And with this kind of tying in back into the Six of Wands, these are going to be the people that really celebrate you. These are going to be the people who really value you, and you need to value them right back. You need to realize that they are your family. Even if you're not blood related, they are your family. They are guiding you through your life. They're helping build you up and get you to these places of achieving, of thriving, of believing in yourself. So really kind of use your connections and use your memories and your nostalgia as a way to guide yourself back to people who you might have lost touch with, or that just you haven't seen for a long time. There's going to be a lot of people who haven't seen their family for a long time, who haven't seen friends for a long time. And even if it isn't seeing them in person, even if you can't make that happen this year, the connection, the memory, the nostalgia, the grounding will really kind of manifest in a way that works for you. If that's a video call, if that's just a text message, even if you get no reply, even if you message that person you knew from school and they don't reply, I think it's going to be a really cathartic experience for you, a really good way for you to tune into yourself and think about where you are in life. Where have you got to? What are you going to achieve next year? What is in store for you? Where are you going? Where have you come from? I can see this is, even with this she believed she could, so she did. It's kind of this idea of looking back so you can look forward. Looking back to where, as I said, where you came from, where you grew from, what you grew through, who grew up with you, to really manifest and believe in yourself, to know that you can carry forward this belief in yourself, this celebration for yourself, but also grounding in kind of the earthly, homely experience that in this life we meet so many people who cheer us on, and really celebrating that and knowing that those people that you have are really important to you. And I want you to know, group number 2, that in the Two of Pentacles, I can definitely see that you need to be wary of balancing your time right in a way that's not going to overwhelm you. Over December, I want you to make sure that you're planning effectively, making sure that you're not taking on too much, you're not expecting to work into the ground, because I can see you're a hardworking type of person. We've got a lot of earth energy here. You might be a Virgo, you might be a Capricorn. The type of person who really works himself into the ground, who really works hard. So make sure that over December you are balancing your time, making sure that you are taking time to ground yourself in your home and celebrate relationships, celebrate yourself, take time for yourself. Just make sure that you are wary of where you are allocating your time, and making sure that that's done in a way that boosts you and lifts you up rather than brings you down and makes you worn out. And kind of leading on from that, your self-care message for the month of December is to make a vision board, which ties in so nicely with what I was saying about kind of reflecting, using the nostalgia, using your connections to the past to help you think about where you're going, to help you think about your future. So a vision board is an opportunity for you to print out, or you can do it on Pinterest, or you can do it in a Word document, however you want to do it. Use images to kind of stimulate your mind, stimulate your intuition to manifest your future and really think about what you want in life. So use that. We're coming to the end of the year, so that ties in perfectly. So you kind of have a time of reflection this month, group number 2. Reflect while looking forward, thinking about where you've come from, where you're going. That is your key message. Thinking about embracing yourself, embracing your past, so that you can keep thriving, so you can keep celebrating yourself. So group number 2, this is the message that I received for you. Really excited for your month of December, and I hope it is a beautiful month for you. Please do leave me a comment down below what resonated with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in one of my upcoming readings. Hello group number 3, and welcome to your reading for the month of December. I'm really excited to get into your reading, so let's have a look at the card that you chose, which is I Dwell in Possibility. Now initially I kind of thought of the word dwell as negative. Sometimes if you're dwelling about something you can't get over it, but I love how positive and optimistic this message is for you for the month of December. I Dwell in Possibility really says to me that you are wanting to make change. You are wanting to make things happen. You are in that mindset of creating your life, making things happen, making things yours. So I think you might have felt drawn to this card because you're in a period of wanting, as I said, to make things happen, or you are kind of wanting that burst of inspiration, that burst of creativity to go ahead and make things yours and make life what you want it to be. And I'm really excited that actually you've got a mixed reading actually today, group number 3. But what this shows to me is that it's as I said, you want to make change happen. You want to make things happen this month. And you need to be open to the idea of change. You need to be aware. You need to be thinking. You need to have your eyes open. Group number 3 is the message here. Dwelling in possibility is amazing. You know, the idea that you're in, not going to say stuck, but you're not stuck. You're in this place of wanting to make things happen. You're believing, you're wanting to create. And I love that for you, group number 3. But the important thing is, as I said, keep your eyes open, keep focused. And one of the main things that I want you to think about is your relationships. Now, we've got the Lovers card and we've also got the 7 of Swords. So let's start with the negative message here. So for some of you, the message here is that someone is taking advantage of your trust. Someone who you have either a relationship with, a friendship with, any kind of relationship, it doesn't have to be romantic, has been for a while, I think, kind of trying to get away with something, trying to pull the wool over your eyes, make you believe that they're not who they say they are. And yeah, I think that this month, as I said, that you want to make change happen. You want to kind of create the life that you want. You want to create change. You want to manifest. You want to make things happen. And one of the things that you need to do is build up the courage to confront people in your life who you think aren't treating you with the respect and dignity that you deserve. So this could be a large scale thing. This could be someone really kind of messing with your life, or this could be just little things of, you know, those little backhanded compliments you might be getting, those little white lies, those little things where people say things and you think, is that really kind of what I want to hear? Is that really what I need to hear? Is that really positive? So have a reflection on the relationships in your life, the people that you have in your life in this month, and think about, you know, who's been there for me this year? Who's helped me through this horrible pandemic that we've all been facing? Who has built me up? Who has pulled me down? And I think this will be a really good area for you to reflect on before you move forward into 2021. And it's been a tough year, it has been, and you need to hold your head up high and see the possibility of relationships, see the possibility of meeting new people and finding relationships that really kind of build you up. So if that does resonate with you, if you do feel like people in your life maybe haven't been themselves, haven't been treating you respectfully, haven't been treating you the way you deserve to be treated, know that you kind of need to have a check-in. And a healthy friendship is one where you can call each other out, where you can be like, actually, I didn't like the way you did that, or I didn't like the way you said that, or this made me feel uncomfortable. Like, it's important that you have those boundaries in place, group number 3. So this will be a time of reflection for you to really think about your relationships. And for some of you with the Lovers card, I can see that you have love coming your way. So if that's something you've been dreaming about manifesting this whole year, if this year you were like, right, I want to finally settle down, I want to finally meet someone, I want to start a family, whatever it is kind of around love that you've been dreaming of almost this year will be coming your way in December. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in the possibility that you deserve this. If you are negative, if you put out vibes into the universe of, you know, I don't deserve love, I don't deserve a good relationship, that's the vibe you're attracting, group number 3. That's the energy you're bringing in. You need to believe you are worthy and deserving of love. And I want that to be one of your key affirmations for the month of December. I want you to journal with that. I want you to reflect on that, meditate with that. The idea, and I want you to say it with me right now, in your head if you want, because I don't know where you are. You might be on a train. Say it with me. I am worthy of love. I deserve love and respect. Yes, we love to see that. And for some of you, as I said, you will be attracting new love into your life, which is really exciting. But as I said, you need to manifest it positively. Believe it is yours and it's there. And I can also see that on a platonic level, some of you will be connecting back with friendships, connecting back with people who you have felt a bit withdrawn from, who you have felt like you haven't been Your relationship might have kind of petered off during the year. You might have not had close contact. You might have not really been talking as much as you normally would because of circumstances. And I can see that for some of you, connecting back with that person platonically, connecting back with that love will really fill you up, fill your cup up, and make you feel more hopeful, feel more excited for the future. And that's going to be a really, really beautiful thing for you, group number 3. So I'm really excited for you to connect back with some people, but also just have a reflection on your relationships, have a reflection on your friendships. Think about who is building you up, who is bringing you down. Think about meeting some new people, thinking about ways that you can, this idea of possibility of what can you bring into your life. I can see you're in this hopeful, excited mindset to create, and for some of you, you might be starting to think about creating a family, like I said. So the lovers can mean, even if you're in a relationship, it's connecting on that deeper level, finding a way to build back up your love, build back up your trust, build back up some kind of, if you've been going through a difficult period in a relationship, if you've drifted apart a little bit, whatever it is, this is a time for you to build that back up, connect again. And I think the festive period is actually really good for that. It brings people together, it makes people have to confront each other sometimes. And also it's just a very kind of loving, giving period. So I really hope that will come for you, group number 3, and you will have this beautiful love coming your way, whatever way that makes sense to you. Now over here, we've got a bit of an elephant in the room, haven't we? We've got this 9 of Swords. But what I'd like to say is, with this 9 of Swords, we've also got the Star, which are basically contrasting messages. So in the month of December, I can see for some of you, it's going to be a time of hurt. It's going to be a time of difficulty. Now that might be because of this horrible year we've had. It might be because it wasn't what you were expecting. Now, if you are the type of person who's very optimistic, who always sets their goals at the start of the year, who had such a vision of what they wanted to achieve this year, and that just hasn't happened, December is going to be a very difficult month for you, and I fully sympathise with that, and empathise with that too, because we all had no idea this was going to happen. Who could have predicted this? So what I want you to do at group number 3 is, in those times where you're feeling sad, where you're feeling down, where you're feeling like you've let yourself down, where you're feeling like you haven't lived up to the expectations you set for yourself, I want you to flip that into a reflection on what you were able to do and what you will be able to do in the future. So dwelling in that possibility of what you are able to achieve next year, planning, foresight. I want you to use this energy of the Star. I always see the Star as kind of fluidity, flowing, the nourishing, the pouring of the water kind of says to me personally this idea of flowing into the next phase, flowing into new ideas, flowing into a time of transformation, a time of hope, of renewal. So I want you to really kind of use December as a time to transform times of difficulty, times of sadness, accept them, feel your feelings, they're fully valid, but transform them into a vision of hope, a vision of foresight, of feeling inspired for the future. Thinking about what you want to achieve next year, thinking about what have you achieved and what are you so capable of, using that possibility, that optimism that you have to really think about what can you achieve. And I think that's going to be a really beautiful thing for you, group number 3. So do some journaling. I've told you to do some journaling already, but do some journaling. Write down some goals, write down some visions of what you want to achieve. Feel inspired. Be inspired by negativity. Be inspired by the difficult things you face. Listen to sad music. I think this is going to be a very emotional month for you. Definitely emotional, and your optimism will really be challenged at times, but know that in the Star it is going to be a time of hope, a time of creativity, a time of fluidity, a time of growth and renewal. So in whatever way that resonates with you, in whatever way that makes sense to you, this is going to be a time of change, a time of transforming, a time of moving forward and growing. And actually that ties really beautifully into your key word of the month, which is, if I can get the camera to focus, it is voyage. I don't know if you can see that. Yes, it is voyage. And we've got this beautiful imagery here of these whales which are kind of going on their adventure. And voyage can mean a couple of things, I think. It can mean physically moving. So for some of you, this might be a time of physically moving, moving house, moving jobs. But for others of you, this will be thinking about, where are you going? Like I said with the star, where are you going? What does the future hold for you? Using the possibility, the optimism that you have so inherently in you to really think about the future. So use that word voyage as a key word to kind of journal with this month. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what ideas you come up with for your voyage forward. And your self-care card of the month of December, group number 3, is dance. I love this one. This is one of my favourite self-care cards because it's just so hopeful, it's so exciting. So thinking about kind of moving your body, connecting with yourself, connecting with the movement, the fluidity again, the freedom of moving. So put some music on, if it's Christmas music, whatever music it is, put it on and have a little boogie around your room. Just really be free with movement, free with yourself. Use it as an opportunity to tune into how you're feeling. Are you happy? Are you sad? Does that reflect in the way you move? Like, use it as an opportunity to check in with yourself and just for a chance to let go. Imagine no one's there, even if they are there, or just let it all go. Just be free. See how your body moves. See what it shows to you. Know, are you holding something back? Are you just going with it? And how can you manifest that and create that in your life and create possibility? So group number 3, this is the reading that I received for you. A very transformative and exciting and optimistic month for you. So please do leave me a comment down below of what resonated. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see future videos like this. And I look forward to seeing you in one of my upcoming readings.